Hey there, Verbling. I hope you're all having a great day today. My name is Lauren, and this is an intermediate reading, vocabulary, and pronunciation class today. We're going to be reading Abraham Lincoln's second inaugural speech, which is when he became president for the second time of the United States. He said a very famous speech. So we're going to be reading that today and going over some vocabulary, and I'll help you with your pronunciation. Great. So welcome to Afanazi. Afanazi, are you there? Afanazi, we can't hear you.
Do you hear me now?
Oh, yes, we
Hi.
do.
Yes. Hello.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine. You?
Great. I haven't met you before. Are you new on
This is
Verbling?
this is my first course. Okay. This is my first course on
Verbling?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's so nice to meet you. Welcome. You'll definitely like it.
Thank you.
Awesome. Very nice to meet you. And welcome back to Andre. Hi, Andre.
Hi, Larry.
Hi.
How are you doing?
Great. How's your day going today?
So far, so good.
Good. Excellent. Good. And welcome back as well to Hamid. Hi, Hamid.
Hello, Lauren. How are you?
Hi. Great. How are you doing today?
Also, not special thing, a little bit ordinary day.
Pretty ordinary day. Well, that's good. Nothing wrong with an ordinary day.
Okay, and Lauren, I have a special request, but in second class, not now.
Oh, what is? Yeah, what's your request in the second class?
Cover letter.
Oh, cover letters. Okay. Definitely. Ask me next class. We'll talk about that.
Okay, thank you.
Great question. Okay, great. And welcome to Daniela. Welcome back, my Italian friend.
Hi, how are you? How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing well, thanks.
Great, great. And welcome back as well to Juan. Hello, Juan.
Hi, Lauren. How are you?
Great. How are you doing?
Very good.
Excellent. Great. So has everyone here, everyone knows who Abraham Lincoln is, right?
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Yes? Okay, good. Okay, maybe for our viewers, if someone doesn't know who it is, maybe someone in class who would like to tell our viewers who Abraham Lincoln is and what you know about him.
Can I try?
Yes, please, Andre.
Abraham Lincoln was 16th president of the United States, and he ended with the slavery. He made the Pacific Railroad in the United States, union the two coasts, the Atlantic coast and the Pacific coast. His government fight with the Confederation States.
The Confederate States?
Yes, during the Civil War.
Yeah.
And he was killed or murdered, I don't know.
No, Chad in the chat. He says, Teacher Chad, bad Chad, very bad Chad.
But
Bad. Well, good thing we have good students like Andre to tell us, right? Chad doesn't know. You know, Chad, you should do some more reading. Okay, great. Exactly, Andre. You said everything that that I would have said about him. Perfect. He was really big in ending slavery in the United States. And slavery, of course, was taking Africans from Africa, taking them to America, and turning them into slaves. And Abraham Lincoln is responsible for ending slavery. It was his government, yeah, just like Andre said. And great history there that he was with the against the Confederates. Great, excellent. Okay, and welcome as well. Welcome back. Oh, Ahmed just left. Sorry, Ahmed, you must be having connection problems. Hopefully it works out. And what about Dua? Dua, are you here? Dua. Oh, poor Dua, you're probably still having connection problems today. That's okay. Hopefully it works out soon. All right, so did I post the link? Yes, I did. So there it is again. And I'm posting it in the Google chat as well. And for our new friend, Afanazi.
Yeah.
So this is your first Verbling class ever?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yes,
so,
I'm new.
Oh, and that's awesome. That's great. So
Welcome.
Thank you.
Daniela, so friendly. And if you have any questions, Afanazi, everyone in class kind of knows what's going on. So if you don't know what's going on, you can interrupt me and say, Lauren, I don't understand. Or you can type your question in the chat, and one of the students in class can help you.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. If you don't understand a vocabulary word, you can type that in the chat and say, Lauren, what does this mean?
Okay.
And I'll explain. Okay, great. So what we're going to do is look at that link, and all you have to do is click on the link, and we're just going to read it. And each person who reads, after reading, will try to summarize what the idea is in the part that they read. What is the main ideas? Or what are the main ideas? And then try to talk about some vocabulary and maybe some pronunciation. So let's go. And I'm just wondering, is Ahmed there? Ahmed?
Yes.
Ahmed, welcome back today. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thanks. And you?
Great, great. Welcome back.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you hearing me?
Yep, I hear you.
Thanks, okay.
I'm just going to screen share this document here. There we go. Maybe I'll make it a little bigger. Okay, so because I always start on the left of the Hangout, why don't I start today with Juan on the right of the Hangout? So Juan, why don't you start reading for us? And I've broken it up into small sections, so hopefully everyone will get 2 chances, and if not, I know everyone for sure will get 1 chance. My goal, everyone, listen to this, big news, is to end class on time from now on. Hey, why are you laughing?
That's on
I
time.
don't understand why you're laughing.
You are
sorry.
big on the time, always.
Yeah, I know. I need to work on that. So that's my goal today. End class on time. Okay, so Juan, go ahead.
Okay. How many paragraphs?
I just read the first one for now.
Okay. Fellow countrymen. No. Sorry, again. Fellow countrymen. At this second appearing to take the oath of the presidential office, there is less occasion for an extended address than there was at the first. Then a statement, somewhat in detail, of a course to be pursued, seemed fitting and proper.
Great. So what did you notice about the way that Lincoln used to speak? What do you kind of notice about this one? Are you used to this kind of the way that he speaks, or was it different for you?
Different.
It's different, yeah. And this is because, well, why do you think this might be?
Because, well, besides he was very intelligent, and a good speech
Mm-hmm.
of the time.
Exactly, the time.
They use different words. They still use the the ones that you're not just so used to see now, like die and do.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Totally. Right? He was speaking in 1865. So that was so long ago, of course. I mean, that was 150 years ago. So when you're reading English, especially older English, it's very different. I'm sure it's different in every language, but if you read English from 100 years ago or 200 years ago, don't be scared, don't be worried if you don't understand the way they talk, because even native speakers notice that it's very different. Okay, so tell me kind of what he's saying here, Juan, and if you don't understand any of the vocabulary, just ask me.
Okay. I'm just going to read very quickly. Well, he's saying that the second time that he's giving the speech
Mm-hmm.
for while taking the oath to be the president,
Mm-hmm.
there is a less chance for or time to give an extended speech that was like he did in the first one.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And with then a statement, so like a summary, I'm not sure, in with very detailed of course. I don't know if I think he's referring to the period, presidential period he will be in charge.
Mm-hmm.
Was he thought was proper to do at that moment.
Excellent. Okay, so two little things. First off, your pronunciation is awesome, Juan. Just work on those TH sounds when you're speaking. So instead of dat, let's hear that nice that. But that's really the only thing. It's not a big deal. But that's the only thing that I can suggest for you. Excellent summary, Juan, and you picked up on his humor. So his humor, imagine him saying it like this. Well, because it's my second time up here, I don't really need to speak for very long. And everyone would have laughed. Yeah. So this would have been like a funny introduction. Like, you've already heard me once, what more can I say?
Yeah.
This word here, a course to be pursued. What do you think this means, a course? Like, what do you think he's trying to say there?
Like well, I don't know what is the correct word in English for referring to the year span where a president
oh,
works.
I see. Well, yeah, like the time that he would be a president. Oh, okay, yeah. So that could apply there. But in this context, he would be saying, if I say to the class, we are now going to start a course of action or a course of speaking.
Like a journey.
A journey, exactly, like a path.
Yeah, I wasn't
sure if it was. A path. Excellent, exactly. So he's saying, now this is our path. I need to go into detail now about a plan that the country will do. And like you said, that is the proper thing to do, that I believe will be the proper thing to do. Okay. This word, address, we know everyone has a personal home address, right? The number, the name of your street, the number of your house. But what does this word mean, address?
That is for referring to someone. And
good.
In this context is the speech he's given to the public.
Good. So this word means he is going to speak to someone. He is going to address someone. So this spelling can either be a noun, which is my home address, my personal address, street name and number, or it can be the verb saying, I'm going to speak to you. So when he says, this doesn't need to be an extended address, it means I don't need to speak to you for very long. Have you seen this before, Juan, fellow countrymen?
Yeah.
Good, and what does that mean? When do we use that?
In a context of not personal, like colloquial or like saying dear people of the country of this nation.
Excellent. Perfect. So for anyone who's never seen this before, this is the way that he would have said it. He would have been like this. Fellow countrymen. This means everyone. Everyone. I'm speaking to all my fellow countrymen. All of the people, all of the men of the country. But when you say men in English, sometimes we mean everyone, especially in older English. Great, Juan. Okay, let's get next. Let's get Ahmed. Ahmed, why don't you read for us next? And I'd just like to say welcome to Amr. Hello, Amr.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Great.
And you?
I'm awesome, just great. Okay, Ahmed. So let's get Ahmed to read the second paragraph here. Ahmed, are you there? Ahmed, we can't hear you.
Hello?
Okay. Oh, there you are. Okay, great. Why don't you read this next paragraph for us?
Okay. Now, at the expiration of 4 years, during which public declarations have been constantly called forth on every point and the phase of the great contest, which still absorbs the attention and engrosses the energies of the nation, little that is new called be presented.
Great. Okay. So first off, Ahmed, when you're reading, I noticed with this part here that you really got that good TH sound. But sometimes with things like this, the, or, yeah, mostly it's the. This is the most commonly mispronounced word, the, because we see it so often, and it's always, when you were pronouncing it, you were saying za, like a Z, right? We want to hear the, right? Why don't you try just, yeah, exactly. I'm just going to highlight something here for you. Why don't you say this? Do you see that blue there? Phase of the great?
Not appear.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Okay. Phase of the great. Phase of the great.
Good. And now a little faster.
Phase of the great.
Good. What will help you with this is if you take words like that, words where the is there, and repeat it over and over and over again, faster and faster. And this one here I have, engrosses the energies of the nation. Engrosses the energies of the nation, right? So if you say this over and over again, this will help you a lot to start remembering, okay, I have to start saying the TH sound when I say the. Why don't you say this part for us?
Engrosses the energies of the nation. Engrosses the energies of the nation.
Good. And the more you do that, the better it will be next time you read. Okay? It's about your brain making the switch. So right now your brain is saying, okay, TH equals Z. And you want to turn it so it says TH equals Z. Okay, so the more you do, repetition is really important. Okay,
Okay.
what do you think this means? At the expiration of 4 years.
At the end of 4 years. At the end.
Yeah, at the end, perfect. Expiration, if you're talking about years, this means at the end, perfect. And what
Okay.
does this word here mean? Fourth.
Fourth.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
What do you think it might mean?
I don't know.
That one, what does anyone have an idea? What was fourth? What would fourth mean?
After?
It's a number.
Oh yeah, it is a number, but other than the
Fourth.
number.
Often.
Good guesses.
Forward.
Forward. Yeah, it's forward. So if you see this, it either means like the number 4, forward.
Oh.
Here, in case you want to look at this again, some 4 or forward. That is the definition for that.
Fourth. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I get it.
Great. Okay. And over here, what do you think he's talking about when he says the great contest which still absorbs the attention and engrosses the energy of the nation? What do you think the great contest is?
Mm.
Remember we were talking about slavery before? Slavery?
Slavery?
Slavery, yes, that's a good, we need to know that vocabulary. Oops. Slavery. So slavery, Ahmed, was when the United States in the 1700s took people from Africa, black people from Africa, brought them to the States and made them become slaves. Have you ever heard this word before, slave?
Yes.
Good. So that's what the contest was. Half of the Americans said, yes, we want slavery. And the other half said, no, slavery is not human. It is inhumane. It is horrible. We must stop slavery. Okay? So
Yes,
Abraham
I understand.
Lincoln, yeah, so Abraham Lincoln is talking about the contest between these two people. That's what he means. When we say contest, it means two people fighting for something, fighting to win. Yeah, Andre, great. The great question. What is the great question, Andre?
Because the South of the United States supported the slavery, but the North, no.
Exactly. Good. Exactly. Exactly. Okay, great. So the South and the North were in the contest together. Okay, and last question for you, Ahmed. What do you think this word engross means? Have you ever seen it before? Engross? It's kind of a difficult vocabulary word.
Engrosses the energies mean what I say, waste it or take.
Yeah. Yeah. Keep going. Well, you're getting there. The words you use.
Absorb it or sink it.
Yeah. Taking it, absorbs it. It's like sinking the energies into. Exactly. Great try. See, that's a hard word to talk about. Engross. If I say I am engrossed in this class, that means I can't stop. I'm so, all of my attention is in this class. That's what that word means. Awesome, Ahmed. Do you have any more questions, Ahmed,
Okay.
about anything you read? Or do you
Thank you.
understand? Do you feel that you understood
No, thanks.
this,
I
Ahmed?
understand.
Okay, great. Awesome. Great. Okay,
Yes.
and let's get
Yes,
Andre to read. Okay, good. And let's get Andre to read the next paragraph.
Okay.
The progress.
The progress of our arms weapon, which our wealth chiefly depends.
Oops. 1 second. Sorry.
I,
Go ahead.
the progress of our arms weapon, which our wealth chiefly depends, is well known to the public as to myself, and it is, I trust, reasonably satisfactory and encouraging to all, with high hope for the future. No prediction in regard to it is ventured.
Great. Okay, this is kind of a difficult one, Andre. So with the progress of our arms, what does that mean? Arms. If we're not talking about our arm, what are we talking about when we say our arms?
Soldier. Soldiers.
Soldiers. Good, good. And what exactly is the arms in terms of soldiers, Am?
Sorry?
What does arms mean other than soldiers?
Army.
Army,
The
yes.
national are
U.S.
soldiers,
Army.
which defend to the national,
Yeah,
the country.
The Union Army.
Good. Okay, so all of these are correct. When we talk about a nation's arms, we talk about the soldiers, but we also mean the weapons. Okay? The weapons. A weapon is like guns, okay? Guns and other weapons, any kind of weapons. Yeah, a rifle, says Hamid, exactly. So that's what we mean when we talk about arms in this context, okay? So the progress of our arms, this is another way, the root word here is army, right? Army, arms. And can you repeat this word here, Andre?
Weapon.
So that is actually the words up, on together. Upon. Exactly. Exactly. So upon which all else, and can you repeat this word as well?
Chiefly.
Chiefly. Good, good. So what is he saying here? What is he saying in this part?
About the arms development.
Mm-hmm.
Is a depends on the situation, I know.
Yeah, so exactly. He's saying that the way that we can develop our arms, right? Everything depends on that. He says upon which. When we say upon which, this which is talking about the arms. So the progress of our arms, upon which all else chiefly depends. And what does chiefly mean?
Like management, or no?
Sure. And what does it mean if you're the chief?
The boss.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so what might chiefly mean? The chief is the boss, so it means it's number one. So if we say upon which all else chiefly depends, we're saying Chiefly, it means number one.
It's like
Everything
the
mainly,
mainly.
firstly. Yeah, exactly.
Or above all.
Above all, exactly. So he's saying,
Lauren,
yeah,
can I say especially?
especially, sure. Yes, you can, absolutely. Great synonym. Okay, great. And the rest of this is very tricky to understand, of course, but if you had to summarize a little bit of this, Andre, what do you think this whole paragraph here is about?
Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
All people in that time needed to be encouraged and to fight the civil war.
Mm-hmm.
And hope the future, and the people in general need to have a hope on the future.
Mm-hmm. And what does this last little part mean? It's very strange the way it's said, but
it hasn't any kind of rewards, I think.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. When we say no prediction to it is venture, no prediction in regard to it, this means no prediction can be made about it. And it is talking about the future. So we have high hope for the future, but we cannot predict it. We can't say we know what's going to happen. We don't know who will win this contest, who will win this war. But do you see how, Andre, it is so different the way that Abraham Lincoln used to speak?
Yes.
So different. The place of the verbs and everything are totally different.
His speech is very hard. I don't know.
I agree, it is. And even for me, I need to read it a few times and relate the words back like I'm learning English again. So it's even harder for you, but that's why it's great to practice.
Yes, exactly.
Because it's more challenging than normal speech.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. Okay, let's get to our new student, Afanazi. Are you ready to read?
Yes.
Great. Okay, let's get you to read this part here.
Okay. On the occasion corresponding to this 4 years ago, all thoughts were anxiously directed to an impending civil war. All dreaded it, all sought to avert it. While the inaugural address was being delivered from this place, devoted altogether to saving the Union without war. Insurgent agents were in the city seeking to destroy it without war, seeking to dissolve the Union and divide effects by negotiation. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Good. Now, first off, Afanazi, do you have any questions about the vocabulary used here?
Dreaded, I think.
Dreaded, good question. Does one of the other students know, what does dread mean? To dread something? Does anyone know? Okay, if I say I'm dreading something, it means, I am not looking forward to this. I am, for example, if I have an exam tomorrow, I am not excited for the exam. I'm dreading the exam. Okay? If someone in my family is very sick, I am dreading the sickness because I don't know if my family member will recover, will get better. So we say, if a family member, let's say, has cancer, we say, I'm dreading talking about it. I'm dreading it because there's nothing positive to look forward to. You don't know what's going to happen. when you look into the future and you are not excited to know the outcome. You are nervous. Does that make sense, Afanazi?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes,
Okay,
you're
good.
afraid of. Yes.
Exactly. Good word. You're afraid of it. Good. Anything else?
I don't think so. I think I understood the words, but I need to think about the sense of all the paragraph.
Of course,
together
of course.
because
And it's hard to do that when you are reading out loud because you're thinking about pronunciation.
Yes.
Okay, so over here, do you know who the Union was?
Oh, I suppose this is during the war. One part was called the Union, and one was the Confederation. Yes.
Great.
And
Exactly.
yes, and the Union was a part of Abraham Lincoln, and the other was.
Exactly. Great. So, sorry, you said that the Union was Abraham Lincoln, right?
I suppose. I don't know.
Yeah. No, that's
Yeah.
correct.
Mhm.
The Union was the term used to talk about the government, the federal government, the government of the United States. So he was the president of the United States. They called them the Union. Okay, and they said we don't want slavery anymore. Great. So when he says on the occasion corresponding to this, 4 years ago, all thoughts were anxiously directed to an impending civil war. What does this word mean, impending?
I suppose something, but we cannot. How to say? We cannot avoid it. Like it's inevitable, something like that.
Excellent. Perfect. Yep, it's on its way. It's coming. It's inevitable. Good. Great. And what does this word mean, sought?
Of
It's the past tense of another verb.
so I understood that it's something like tried, like
Exactly.
but
Exactly.
this verb.
The verb is to seek. To seek. But you're right. It just means all tried. All tried to avert it. And what does avert mean?
To not make it happen, something like that.
Awesome. So he's saying 4 years ago, everyone knew that an impending civil war was coming. All dreaded it. So no one, everyone feared it. Everyone tried to avoid it. Everyone tried not to let it happen. Okay, great. Do you know what inaugural means?
Yes. Inaugural when for example the president wins the election and he has the inauguration for his presidency.
Great.
I don't know another word for this.
No, that's perfect. I just wanted to make sure you understood that word. Okay, great. Excellent. Devoted together to saving the Union. Do you know what insurgent agents would be? It says insurgent agents were in the city seeking to destroy it, seeking to destroy the Union.
I think I understood the meaning, but
what do you think the meaning might be? Do you think that the insurgent agents are good or bad people?
Insurgent. I think he means by insurgent. These are some people from the inside, something like that.
Kind of. Good, good. So actually, it sort of means, insurgent more means that they are like rebels.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are an insurgent agent, this means you are working against the government. So this is all it means. He means we were in a position where there were people trying to destroy the government, trying to destroy the Union. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. Great. And if you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask me as we keep reading, okay?
Okay.
Okay, awesome. And I want you to know something, Afanazi. You got almost every question I asked you correct. But every time you said, I don't know, I don't know. And I said, no, try. So just trust yourself, okay?
Okay.
You're understanding really well. So just trust that you understand what you think you understand, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, awesome. Excellent. Let's get Hamid. Hamid.
Okay.
Let's get you to read these two little paragraphs.
Okay. Both parties deprecated war, but one of them would make a war rather than let the nation survive, and the other would accept war rather than let it perish. And the war came. 1/8 of the whole population were colored slaves, not distributed generally over the Union, but localized in the southern part of it.
Good. Okay, 1 second, Hamid. Just give me 1 second. Okay, this is something I really want everyone to listen to because it's very strange even for me as a native speaker. So, Hamid, first off, what does this word here mean? Deprecated. It's a very advanced word.
Maybe
both parties deprecated war.
Don't support parties, don't support the war.
Excellent. It means they criticized the war. They said bad things about the war. Great. They didn't want it. Exactly. And when we read here, but one of them would make war and the other would accept war. Okay? What do you think this word here means, would? You normally see it like in a different way than what it means. Do you know what it means in older English, would?
Unreal present.
Oh, interesting. If we see here, but one of them would make war, while the other would accept it rather than let it perish. It's kind of difficult, but if you had to think that would meant another verb, what might it mean?
Can you say again, please?
If would meant something else, meant another verb, what do you think it might mean in this context?
Maybe possibility.
Kind of, yeah. It means want. So if you think of these two words as saying want, okay, or wanted, that's what. If you
like
look at that,
would like.
Yeah, but one of them would. Like, for example, if Old English might say, I would some coffee. I would some food. It just means more like want. I would like some. I would want some. So now that you know that those mean want, what is this part saying? Both parties deprecated war. Both parties did not want war, but what did they both really do?
Maybe this sentence says if the nation defends itself for the war, we can enter the war. We can join the war. So the main problem is our independences.
Perfect. Right? So even though both parties said no, one of them wanted the war and the other one wanted to defend itself. So even though both said they did not want war, they both criticized it, they said no. Essentially, what is the bottom line? They still went for war. Right?
Yes.
Over here, do you know what this means, this word here, colored, in this context?
Maybe a difference between white and black people.
Perfect. Yeah. If you ever see the word colored, this is a word that used to be used to refer to non-white people, like black people.
Okay.
But we do not use it today, okay? So if you see the word colored to refer to people from Old English, this means black, but do not use that word. Don't use that word today. If you say, oh, my colored friend, this is a kind of racist. Well, it is racist, so don't say it today.
Okay.
But that's what it means in old literature. So when Abraham Lincoln said it, it was not racist. But if we say it today, it is racist.
Like these words? Can you look at the Weblink chat?
Yeah.
Louder?
Thou. Yeah. Thou. That's another word that we don't use anymore. But of course that one's not racist. But absolutely. It's a word that's older, and as society changes, the meaning also changes a little bit. Great. Okay, Hamid, and what about this part? So what is the summary of this little paragraph here?
In this paragraph mentions, for example, our population is 10 million, and 1/8 means in this situation near like 2 million people are black people, and they live in south part of country.
Yeah, and what might be the problem with that, Hamid? What's the problem if they're in the south part of the country?
Maybe they distribute differently, not orderly, regularly.
And so let's say this is the United States. If the Union is up here and they're saying no to slavery, what's the problem with the slaves being at the bottom part of the country, the south part?
Yes, south part is poor, maybe north part is rich.
Not quite. The idea is that the south part is the racist part. They want slavery, and that is where most of the black people are living. The north part says no slavery, but most of the black people are below, are in the south part, which is around the people who want it. So the problem is that the north has a very hard time protecting the black people from the south states. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's hard geographically because I am from this part of the world, so for me it's easy to understand, but that's why I wanted to show you with these different parts. I wish I had 4 hands. Okay, awesome understanding though, Hamid. That your vocabulary is definitely very advanced for this. And you definitely understand this part, even though most people who are native speakers don't understand deprecated. So great guess with that. Okay, great. Okay, let's get Daniela and then Amb. So Daniela, why don't you read this part for us?
Okay. These lays constituted a peculiar and powerful interest. All knew that this interest was, somehow, the cause of the war. To strengthen, perpetuate, and extend this interest was the object for which the insurgents would rend the Union, even by war, while the government claimed no right to do more than to restrict the territorial enlargement of it.
Okay. So first off, Daniela, and I'm very mean today. Let's get this bottom word here. What was that funny vowel sound we talked about last pronunciation class? It.
Ah, yes, it.
It. Good, good. Okay, let's do this one here as well.
Which.
Which. Good, right? Not which, but which. Excellent. Perfect. And let's try it one more time with this middle I for this word.
Territorial.
Excellent. Territorial. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. This word here, what do you think constituted means? What do you think this sentence means?
The best problem was about slavery. Because I know in this age of history of American history, the economy of the northern and the southern part is completely different, because the northern part of the original colony was found about a lot of industry, but the southern part had a lot of farms. So the economy was completely different, and the farm economy was founded up about slavery.
Good.
So the northern part ate this management and fight against it.
Good. Yeah, and you're actually kind of summarizing what he is getting at, what he is trying to say. When we talk about this peculiar and powerful interest, what is this interest? What is he talking about?
Economy.
Exactly. Money. Right? So exactly what you're saying, Daniela, what Daniela is saying is that the South part, the people who said, yes, slavery, very racist people, they had farms. And they had a lot of farms.
Yes,
and
it was a business. Slaves. It was a business for them.
Exactly. Exactly. Right? It was a business. They said, we have a lot of farms, and slaves are free labor. Right? Slaves are free labor. Why don't we make our slaves do the work for free? Exactly. Awesome. Okay, and what about this one here? Do you know what this word here means? Perpetuate? Perpetuate?
Expand.
Keeping it going. Keeping it, expanding it. Exactly.
Made bigger.
Exactly. Exactly. What does this word here mean? Rend. It's a very strange word, but what do you think it means?
No, I don't know the meaning of this noun, of this verb.
It is a verb. It is a verb, and the verb actually means like to split, to like rip it in half, to tear it in half.
Ah, okay. Divide?
Divide. Good. Yeah, let's put that here. Divide the union. To strengthen, perpetuate, and extend this interest was the object for which the insurgents would divide the union, even by war. So, right, and you know this, right? We have the Union, and what happened to the United States Union? The united and union, same words. We've got this union of states, and then we're going to split it in half. And why did we split it in half again, Daniela?
Sorry?
Why did we split it in half again? Why did we split the union? Why did the Union of the United States of America, why did it split?
About slavery.
Yeah, slavery, for money. For money.
Yes, for money, yes. Sorry, but I have a question. I don't understand the meaning of the strengthen.
Strengthen.
Yes.
Strengthen. Great. Yeah. Does anyone else know what that word means? Strengthen.
To be powerful.
Good, Hamid. Make it more powerful.
Make more strong.
More strong.
Okay.
Strength comes from strong.
Exactly. Hamid
Force.
and Afanazi, thank you.
Okay.
Strength.
Okay.
And if you have a lot of strength, you are strong.
Okay.
If I want to get stronger, I will strengthen.
Okay.
Excellent understanding, Daniela, and it's amazing how much history you know about this.
Okay.
Awesome. Okay, last but not least, Amr. Amr, why don't you start reading for us over here?
Okay. Neither party expected for the war the magnitude or the duration which it has already attained. Neither anticipated that the cause of the conflict might cease with, or even before the conflict itself should cease. Each looked for an either triumph and a result less fundamental and astounding.
Good, good. Okay, so there's a lot of vocabulary in here that might be more difficult, but let's break down the this part over here. Do you know what that means? Neither?
Neither,
Neither.
yeah.
What
Yes,
does
I know.
neither mean? Or neither. Neither or neither.
Mm,
But not nether. It's neither or neither.
neither.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, yes, I know this word.
And what does it mean, Amr? If I say neither, does this mean both of them?
Yeah,
It actually means not either of them, not one or the other. So if I say
yes,
neither party, I mean not one party and not the other party. Both of them not. Right? And what
yes.
does this word here mean? Magnitude.
It's the other side of either.
Uh-huh. Okay.
It's the other side of either.
Yes, that's what neither is. Yes. Yes. And what about magnitude?
Magnitude. I don't know.
Magnitude. Does anyone know what magnitude means?
The strength.
Value.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. If you say in physics, for example, the magnitude of something, I don't know, of a force.
Yeah, both of you are correct. What did you say,
This,
Daniela?
In Italy, we use the noun about earthquake, about force or earthquake.
Okay, yeah. We're talking, if we say magnitude, we're talking about strength or power, or if we talk about an earthquake, it means the power of the earthquake. So if we talk about a conflict or a problem in the United States, we're saying, how big is the problem? How strong is this problem? Amr, do you know what this word here means? Anticipate?
Anticipate?
Anticipate.
No.
Anticipate. What does the word anticipate mean?
Made before.
One more time?
Made before. Make before something.
Make before something.
Or maybe think before something.
Yeah.
Expect?
To expect. Yeah, yeah. Let's say to expect or to predict the future. So if I say Amr, I anticipate that you will do very well in the future. I anticipate you will get a job next week. This means I imagine in the future something. I'm imagining something happening in the future. So if we say
Yes.
neither anticipated, what does that mean? In your own words, Am.
Not be uh, I don't know.
That's okay. Try saying it in your own words. We talked about neither and we talked about anticipated. So just to make sure you understand those words, try to explain. If I say neither anticipated that the war would become so big, what might that mean? Neither anticipated.
It not be I don't know. So
It's
hard.
okay, Am, but I think you do know. Look, we have it over here. Neither anticipated means that the not either side of the war expected it to be this big. Neither side anticipated means neither side predicted that the war would become so big. So if you see this word anticipate, next time think about the word predict. To predict something in the future or to expect something. Okay? Those are
Okay.
synonyms. And what do you think this part here means, Amb? Each looked for an easier triumph.
To search for
The word triumph. Does anyone know what the word triumph means?
Victory?
Victory. Good. Good. So, yeah. So, Amr, if he's trying to say each looked for an easier victory and a
Yes.
result, this just means a result less important. He's saying that, what do you think he's trying to say here? He's saying both groups were looking for something easier, not for the result. What is he saying about war? Is he saying yes, we should go to war, or no?
No.
Yeah, 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 but I think that you totally understand it. I really do. I know your vocabulary is good, right? I think that you're just nervous.
Yes.
I know. You're normally laughing the entire class. It's okay. I was laughing for today. Anyways, I hope that everyone learned at least 10 new vocabulary words. So I the document, and I have now if you open the same link, you will see all of the saved words on that document. So I go to my next class now of general speaking questions. So I hope I can see some of you there, or if not, at my classes tomorrow. Okay? Okay.
Okay.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care.